Sauce Gardner, my brother, not my brother, my boy. You know, he probably cussed me out if he heard me call him my brother. We all brothers, Sauce Gardner. Hey, relax, brother. We all brothers, man. But Sauce Gardner thinks he's getting more penalties called on him than usual because his team sucks, basically. He didn't learn when the league introduces new rules. No one gives a damn about helping the cornerbacks out. No one wants to help us out. He didn't learn that yet.
They want to see points.
It's exciting for the fans to see touchdowns. They want to see points on the board. They want to score a touchdown so they can light the fireworks and they can be all over the sky, just lighting up the sky, fireworks everywhere. That's what's exciting to the fans. Touchdowns, not us D'ing up a wide receiver and stopping him from catching the football. They want you to get scored on, my boy. Also, there is an unwritten rule that receivers are allowed to push off if it's not too obvious. Yeah, receivers are allowed to push off. Every play, especially when it's a deep ball, receivers are going to push off pretty much every time. It's a natural reaction for them. But it's our job, and it's Sauce Gardner's job to prevent the receivers from pushing off or to negate the receivers pushing off. It's not our job to complain. We tried to complain for y'all 10, 20 years ago. It got us nowhere. We're here. We have to deal with it. Playing cornerback isn't for the weak. You have to be very strong-minded to play cornerback. There are so many disadvantages corners have to overcome to succeed or to have some success playing cornerback in the National Football League. Let's check Sauce. Sauce Gardner frustrated with officials. He said, I get called for more stuff. What does that mean? I get called for more stuff. It's like he was trying to watch what he say, but he wanted to let it be known a little bit, but he was scared to say it all the way. Say, I get called for more stuff. So let's get into it. Here is Sauce Gardner. He says, I'm personally frustrated because I feel like me personally, us not winning. I watch football all the time, and I just feel like, I don't know if this is wrong to say, but I think I get called for more stuff just based off us not winning, Gardner said. I watch these winning programs, and there's some egregious things, and it don't get called. Letting the players play. I got called on something today, and I'm supposed to let them push off on the top of the route. He said, nope, I ain't getting called. I ain't going on ESPN. No, sir, not this weekend. I just feel like us not winning, that's what's going on here. Gardner said, we don't win, and we don't get the calls we should get. And we get called for stuff we probably shouldn't get called for. You got a lot going on, brother. You got a lot going on. But at the end of the day, it sucks when you're on a losing team. That's just how it goes. If your team is losing, it sucks all the way around. And losing doesn't help whatever Sauce Gardner is complaining about. That's not going to help. So go out there and figure out how to win. Kick Justin Fields in his butt and get him together.
Yeah, because them definitely false starts and stuff like that. That's on y'all not being prepared. I mean, I can see what he was saying. Like sometimes it'd be a bang bang playing with him for pass interference and things like that. But like it was times they had like 2 false starts in a row. Like that's like not being prepared for the game right there. So you can't make an excuse for your whole team getting all these penalties.
You know. And then I understand, man. I understand perception is most people's reality. People perceive a lot of things that they hear or things that's being promoted on TV. They perceive those things to be true. Even Sauce Gardner was caught up in the hype about him being the top cornerback in the league, but his production said otherwise. Of course, I'm the one that's going to say what needs to be said, and y'all, if y'all been rocking with me, y'all know we had a little powwow, And, I talked about, him being the rookie of the year. And I thought Tyreek Woolen should have got that. I think Sauce Gardner has 3 interceptions in 4 seasons right now, And it's just because a player has the media behind him, making it seem like that player is playing lights out doesn't really mean that it stands to be true. Sauce never showed me any signs of him being a great corner or all pro or anything like that. Now, Coach Prime has recently came to the King's table and he said 95% of DBs play not to get beat. And the other 5% play to go get the football. This is what I've been trying to express to y'all since I've been on this thing rocking. 95% of the defensive backs out there, they play not to get beat. It's only 5% of us play to go get that ball. And Sauce Gardner definitely isn't a cornerback that plays to get that football. But let's check Coach Prime out.
The life and the thought process and the mindset of a good cornerback. Well, let me tell you something about good DBs. And I want everybody out there listening to this. This is coming from him. A great DB is only 95%. Let me say this differently. 95% of defensive backs play not to get beat. 5% play to make a play. I'm looking for that 5.
Hello. Hey, I'm gonna rewind this part. I'm finna tell you. I'm finna steal this from Coach Prime. Coach Prime say, I'm finna speak, and this is coming from him. Letting y'all know this is coming from him. Thought that shit, Coach Prime. Coach Prime said it's coming from him.
Life and the thought process and the mindset of a good cornerback. Well, let me tell you something about good DBs. And I want everybody out there listening to this. This is coming from him.
This is coming from him. Y'all ain't catch that. This is coming from him. Talk that shit, Coach Prime. Let him know this is coming from him. But I 100% agree with Coach Prime. Like he said, man, this is coming from him right here. I agree. 95% of DBs play not to get beat. You got to separate yourself and want to go get the football and make a difference. You have to be a part of the 5% if you want to be considered great in my book. I don't care what the media, Pro Football Talk, NFL.com tell you how good you are. They select you to be in a rookie of the year. You're all pro. That stuff, those accolades doesn't mean anything. Is what I've learned. You have to watch and see what these players are doing. And they have to produce statistically to be up there on the board. There's just no way around it.
Right.
And stopping receivers from catching passes is nothing special. I continue to tell y'all that. That's what our job as a cornerback is. That's what we're supposed to do. Stop receivers from catching the ball. That's just called doing your job. Doing extra it's game changing. You understand what I'm saying? Doing more than stopping your receiver from catching the ball. Everyone telling Sauce how great he is because of the attention he garners would make any player feel like they are on top or they're the best of the best, best in the world. At the end of the day, the NFL doesn't give us cornerbacks a right to complain. And it's Sauce's job to go out there and figure out how to make a play without causing a penalty. Because complaining doesn't get you nowhere. And we can't make excuses. So stop making excuses, Sauce Gardner. Your team losing. Y'all suck. That's just how it goes. You can change things because your position doesn't require you to need the quarterback to throw you the football or anything like that. Whenever the ball comes your way, make a play. Change the momentum of the game. Change the energy of your team. Instead of complaining about the referees, that's not going to get you anywhere. They don't allow us defensive backs to complain. That's just how it goes.
You talk about change. You talking about taking the ball, changing the game. 3 of their 4 games, it's been one possession game. You get an interception, you could change literally the outcome of your game.
Turnover, man. Turnover. That's all interceptions are, is a turnover. It's a fancy word for a turnover. Interception is a turnover.
They lost to
turnovers
the
win
Steelers.
games, you know?
They
Huh?
lost to the Steelers by 2. They lost to the Buccaneers by 2. And they lost to the
Yeah.
Dolphins by 6. Get an interception, get your offense the ball back. You could be a game changer.
Be a game changer, you know? Be a game changer.
Mhm.
If you put yourself in position to go get the football, you have to worry about them calling all these penalties they continue to call, man. So